Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome back if you're not. Today I'm going through my wax empties, what I've been melting and burning as of late. I haven't gone through a whole lot only because we've been sick. Either my husband has had, Wesley, a lot of migraines, or my daughter, and then me. And then some of these smells I can't melt anymore because it made them deathly sick. So I don't know if it's the company and their formula that's making them sick or whatnot, or just the scent. But anyways, I really have to watch what I melt or burn nowadays. I tend to melt a lot of or burn a lot of candles when I'm by myself and everybody's gone to bed. And then same with melting some of these scents. I've really got to watch now. So that's why I don't get through a lot of wax. I buy a lot of wax, but I don't get through a lot of wax. So the candles that I managed to get through was from a Sand and Paws candle that I had bought at Home Scents. So I really love it because that kind of reminds me of the puppies that I have now, and it kind of reminds me of Shadow when I had him. So I had bought this candle when I had Shadow. I think I bought it in January and I thought it was cute, so it kind of looked like him but kind of not. This looks more like a cockapoo. He was a cocker spaniel, but he was black. So anyways, I will keep the lid. Now this towards the end didn't burn as well. It burnt as much as it could. It was fine. I really enjoyed it though. It was the Gardenia blend. It's inspired at Dog Beach on the California coast. Neutralizes pet odor. It's Sand and Paws. I guess that's a play on Sand and Fog. And this was their Gardenia. It was really lovely. I had it over by the computer, and when I was alone I would burn this. So this scent falls into the floral fragrance family. Top notes was orange, tuberose, and gardenia. Middle notes were coconut, orange blossom, and jasmine. Base notes were vetiver, patchouli, and musk. I didn't get the patchouli or the musk. I mainly got the floral notes, which I really love. I'm a floral gal, so that's what I tend to gravitate towards. And the rest of the notes I could smell, but mostly it was the floral notes. So I really enjoyed this. I would buy another one, and I'm definitely keeping the cute top to it. I'm not keeping the vessel because I kind of every time that I would do something I kind of chipped away at the paint. So I'll just keep the lid because I like the lid, and it has a blurb on it. So that was the Sand and Paws Gardenia. I would recommend that one. It was good. I think I paid $12.99 for it, so that wasn't bad for a Home Sense candle. Another candle that I got through was Eucalyptus Springs. This was like a vibrant fresh scent. It was fresh eucalyptus leaves, sparkling spring water, sweet lavender with natural essential oils. It was light to medium. It wasn't overbearing. I burned it beside my computer, so it filled that area really nice. I'm not into a lot of lavender scents, but it did burn really, really nicely. So I really loved it, and I loved the fact that it was like on a fresher kind of note. You could get the eucalyptus, you could get the sweet lavender. So I would actually buy this again if Bath and Body Works ever had it come back. It was Eucalyptus Springs. So, and there's the lid. I don't know if I'm going to keep the lid or not, but anyways. So those are the two candles that I managed to get through. So for me, that's a lot. And then from Goose Creek. Goose Creek seems to be the culprit with my husband getting migraines. I can't burn or melt this stuff anymore, especially the Scarlet Apple. I really like Scarlet Apple. I went through 2 clams, but he and my daughter came to the consensus that it smelled like Raid. To me, all I could smell was the apple, but they said it had like a Raid type scent to it. You know, Raid that you spray on ants and bugs and stuff. So yeah, so I can't get that scent anymore. I don't know if I'll be buying any more Goose Creek for a while. They're an American company, and I'm only shopping Canadian companies now for the time being. Maybe I'll come back to Goose Creek. But anyways, I do like some of the Goose Creek melts that I have. Some are hits and misses, but this was a good one. It was strong. It lasted a long time. But I can't warm it because they get migraines from it. Scarlet Apple is red apple and juicy pear with supporting scents of red berries and sugared woods in the base and a hint of vanilla. This combination creates a fresh, crisp apple fragrance without the typically associated cinnamon or bakery notes. So top notes were red apple and Nashi pear. Main notes were red berries and apple blossom, and base notes soft vanilla and sugared woods. I don't know where they're getting the Raid from, but maybe it was the sugar woods. But I really loved it. But that is no more. It's a strong scent, so if you're looking for strong apple scents, Scarlet Apple is the way to go for Goose Creek. Another one that didn't seem to bother him or my daughter was Caramel Apple Lane. This is really, really good. And that's from Goose Creek. Crisp apple, warm caramels, sugared cinnamon, and woods. It is described as a classic sweet and spicy fall scent reminiscent of a caramel apple with a hint of cinnamon and a woodsy notes. I didn't get the woodsy again. I got a hint of cinnamon, but mostly I got the apple and the caramel and the sugared, like a sugar scent, not so much the sugared cinnamon, a hint of cinnamon. It's a juicy fresh apple note that gives the fragrance its fruity base. Sweet gooey caramel provides a rich and comforting layer. Sugared cinnamon adds a sweet and spicy element, creating a festive feel, and woods, a subtle woody note adds depth and ground to the scent. I didn't get the woody note, but this was a good one. I would repurchase it, but it's from Goose Creek, so I'm probably not going to purchase it anytime soon, but it was a good one. Next one that I have is Carnival Apple. So I don't have the scent notes of these, but this was really good. It's along the same line. It says Caramel Apple. So it's doesn't have the scent notes, but it was good. It had like the green apple, it had the caramel, it had, I don't think, a nutty note, but mainly the green apple and the caramel came out. So that was another good one from Goose Creek, Carnival Apple. So those I really loved, but I don't know if it's the retailer wax or whatnot, but just didn't sit too well with my husband or daughter. I love Goose Creek, but anyways, that's what I got through for Goose Creek. Sensational wax, I got through 2 of the lilac. One says Lilac Breeze from Mainstays. It's pretty much the same as lilacs from Sensationals. One's little cubes, one's huge cubes. I will keep purchasing this one because I really like the lilac scent, and lilac is one of my favorite notes. It's Lilac Fresh Garden. Lilac blooms gleam with aromatic garden herbs and wild greens, powdery violet, dewy hyacinth, and soft undertones of pure woodland musk. I don't necessarily get the musks from this. I do get an abundance of lilac blooms with the garden, not so much the garden herbs. The wild greens, yes. Powdery violet, not so much, and hyacinth, it might be there. I get an abundance of lilac, so I really enjoyed these. It's a Walmart retail wax, so I enjoyed that. So got through those. And then from pumpkinparcel, it's April in Australia that does pumpkinparcels. I got through quite a bit of her wax this time round. I did a sampler bag, plus I got through 2 wax melts of hers. So I was really, really glad that I'm getting through. So, like I said, some of her sampler bag I got through. So, let's see. In the sampler bag was this one called... Okay, let's do Boogie Boys first. Boogie Boys. And so her sampler comes with these pumpkin shapes. Boogie Boys, the Skittles, Red Frogs, and Orange Sherbet. This was good. If you like candy notes, if you like Skittles, if you like the Red Frog gummy candies, and if you like Orange Sherbet, then you will love this. This lasted a while in my little warmer in my bathroom. At least 2 days, if not 3. So that was a good little sampler that I melted. Another one was called Banana Lollies, Peanut, and Vanilla. I didn't think I would like it because of the banana note, but I really did. And it lasted a while. It lasted a couple days in my mini warmer in my bathroom. So there's that one. It was Banana Lollies, Peanut, and Vanilla. And the banana smelled really nice. It wasn't a fake banana, but then you had like lollipops, and then you had the vanilla that rounded it out. So that was another nice sample one from Pumpkinparcel. Another one that I got through was vanilla, coconut, and watermelon. This was nice. It was a nice scent for my bathroom. If you like those scent notes, you will like this one. The vanilla, the coconut, and watermelon came out really nice. I predominantly smelled coconut in this, so I really like that one. So that's another one that I got through from Pumpkinparcel. Another one was cappuccino, vanilla, and caramel. This one was nice. Yes, I did it in the bathroom. But Wesley and my daughter does not like these kind of scents, so I test everything in my little bathroom. I tend to use it more than everybody else. This wasn't overly like boom in your face. It hummed in the background really, really nicely. And if you like cappuccino scents, if you like coffee scents, this isn't a wham bam in your face coffee, but this was nice. So I enjoyed that. So that was from Pumpkinparcels. Another one from Pumpkinparcels was Knaf. Knafeh. It's a traditional Arabic dessert made with spun pastries, sugar syrup, cream pistachio, and coconut. This was another good one. I would never gravitate towards this, but since it was in her sampler, it was really nice and it lasted a few days. So that was just part of the sampler that I got through from Pumpkinparcels. And then I ended up getting through 2 clamshells, one gardenia and one honeysuckle musk. So these were really nice. Honeysuckle musk is a sweet floral with a musk smell. It has Japanese honeysuckle and musk sticks in it. It's a sweet lavender plus violet, and then it goes into like a light powder. This is nice. This is strong. This is like wham bam in my face. It took me a while to get through this, but I mean, you could smell the honey, you could smell the musk, but it was nice. You could smell the honeysuckle. This was different for me, but it lasted a long time in my bathroom, especially a mini warmer. It's a 15-watt little mini warmer. It filled my bathroom up, and every time I would use it, it would last for 2 solid, maybe 3 days, and then it would still have scent after that. So this was a good one. Honeysuckle musk from Pumpkinparcel. Last but not least, from Pumpkinparcel, Gardenia. I'm always going to be buying her floral scents. They're really, really nice. The exquisite aroma of tropical gardenia with top notes, so sweet and green and floral. So sweet and green, and a floral body so intense and rich, capturing the natural aroma found in this beautiful flower. This is such a nice gardenia scent. I also did this in my bathroom. It's beautiful. It threw in there like the dickens. It took me a while to get through this, but I enjoyed it while I had it. I'd purchase another one. So that's gardenia. You really gotta love gardenia scents. You really gotta love floral scents if you're gonna buy any florals. So that's what I got through. And then I got through a lot of Brighthousescents by Melanie. She's a new vendor that started the 1st of April of this year. And I've been melting, or trying to melt, a lot of her scents. So I got through a lot, for me anyways. I went through 2 spring days. This is one of my favorites. I hope she brings it back, because last time I checked on her website before she closed it when she went on vacation, this had sold out. Spring Days of spring florals float over a background of dewy greens inspired by thunderstorm. This is a wham bam in your face floral. It just fills the room really, really nice. It filled my bedroom really nice with, I think, 4 cubes. And then in my bathroom, I would use it, and only 1 cube did really well. And then I used 4 cubes out in my hallway. It's one of those florals that I would repurchase over and over and over. So that was from Brighthousescents by Melanie. You really got to love florals to love that. And then we got through 2 Princess Peaches. This is my husband's favorite. She needs to keep this. This is like juicy peach, all the peach. It smells like an authentic peach. It's fresh peach, market peach, grilled peach, and all the peach. Please bring this back. Please keep it on your website, because this is to die for. My husband loves it. I can willy-nilly this all over the place, and he doesn't care. He loves it. So Princess Peach is the one to get, especially if you like peach scents. Another one that I got through was Fresh Cut Grass. I like this. This was a fresh scent that I did in my bathroom, filled my bathroom. It was sweet. It's as if you mowed your grass. Sweet smelling grass. You gotta like grass scents. You gotta like sweet smells to enjoy this. And all it says for the description is fresh cut grass. Smells like fresh cut grass. It does, and it lasts a long time. Not a boomer, but it lasts, and it fills my bathroom. And then I got through a couple of samples. Was Banana Cabana, Tropical Banana and Coconut Blend. Didn't enjoy that much, but it was okay. I don't really remember it all that well. I don't like a lot of banana scents. This banana was okay, and with the coconut, it did fine. But if you're a banana lover, you would like this. I didn't like it so much. And then Grape Berry Bloom is Grape Mixed Berries Spring Florals. I like this, but it's not a really good performer. It's kind of like a light performer. It would go off strong and then just die down after a couple hours. So that wouldn't be a repurchase, but that was a sample. So I was happy to get through that, and happy to at least have smelled that fragrance. So I think she discontinued it. I'm not really sure though. And then my Scentsy bars that I got through, and I've been decluttering my Scentsy bars. I've been getting rid of anything that I think is going to be offensive to Wesley's sniffer or to my daughter's sniffer, like anything with clove or cinnamon or anything woodsy or that. I've just been keeping the ones that I enjoy, mostly a lot of florals and citruses, and then a lot of it I've just been getting rid of. So I'm not buying Scentsy anymore. They're an American company, and to ship anything over here cost me an arm and a leg. So anything Scentsy you see is not brand new. It's from my collection, and like you said, I'm whittling my collection down and trying to get rid of a lot of it, only because I don't have room for it. I'm not going to tell you how many bars I had, way too many, and only keeping the ones that I really enjoy. So these are the ones that I got through. Mariposa Lily. Now this was gifted to me from a sweet lady in Australia. She's a Scentsy consultant there, I believe still, Karen Wells. She still has her Scentsy website up, but she used to do YouTube, so now she doesn't. She gifted this to me, and this was such a lovely scent that I really appreciated it, and it went juicy, so I had to get through it. But it was Mariposa Lily, blooms with sugar apple and pineapple slices. This was really nice. It was nice in my warmers. I really appreciated it because the lily took off, and then the apple, and then the pineapple made it sweet. So Mariposa lily was a really, really nice one to have. So I got through that. Wisteria waterfall was different for me, and I really liked it. It's mostly floral, I believe. That's why I liked it. So it was water lotus, and it was wisteria waterfall, wisteria, water, lotus, and bright lemon. The fragrance combines the floral notes of wisteria and lotus with a fresh, sunny citrus aroma from the lemon. So that's probably why I liked it so much. Oh, I think this was also gifted to me from Karen Wells, because we don't have these. So thank you so much, Karen. So this was also gifted to me by Karen Wells. She's a Scentsy consultant in Australia. I really appreciate the wax that you did send to me. She sent this to me a couple years back. This performed really well. I could only imagine if I would have melted it right off the bat, how much more it would have melted. But this was still pretty strong. So I really loved this one. If I ever had a chance to get it again, just like Mariposa Lily, I would. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate the fact that this was gifted from Karen Wells. She's such a sweet lady. I really did love to get to know her. She's still going. But I think she just, I don't know what's happening. I haven't talked to her in a while. So anyways, I just want to give her a shout out and thank her once again. Next one that I got through was key lime and grapefruit. I love the key lime and I like the grapefruit in this. This was a nice one. It wasn't wham bam in your face, but it performed really well. It was key lime and grapefruit, crystallized sugar, key lime, and pink grapefruit. So this was another nice one. Didn't last a long time, but when it did, it was really nice. And then Mineral Oasis, I loved it when I first got it, but I don't love it now. I got through it. I only had like a few cubes left, so I got through it. It was okay. By the end of it, it was like, good riddance. I'm glad not to have it anymore. I don't think I would buy another one, but it has a lot of floral in it. But I still, for some reason, I don't know, something went awry, and my nose just didn't like it as much. Mineral Oasis was dewy sea grass, blooming osmanthus, and dreamy turquoise waters. The osmanthus, what is that? Is that like a white floral? Not really sure, but anyways, towards the end I didn't enjoy it, but it did perform pretty well. All these bars I've had for at least a year or more, so I don't know when the last time since he had Mineral Oasis, but that was it. That is what I got through. I didn't get through a heck of a lot. I got through more than what I thought I would, but that's it for my melting. Only because, like I said, I've been sick, my husband's been sick, Wesley, or my daughter, so when that happens, I don't burn or melt a lot of wax, and yeah, that's just the way it goes. But when everything aligns and I'm able to melt wax and burn candles, I go for it. So tell me down below if you've melted any of these scents, if any of these scents you like or dislike or would want to get a hold of. Tell me what you've been melting lately. Lately I've been doing a lot of florals. Even though it's fall, florals I can get away with. It doesn't seem to bother my daughter or Wesley very much. And then last few days I just haven't been melting anything, so I'm slow at melting stuff. I'm slow when I get wax in. I'm slow at melting wax, but when I do, I get around to it and I share it with you. So that was what I was warming. I don't know what I'll be warming next. But anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Thank you very much for taking a little bit of time out of your busy schedule to come and hear what I had to say about my wax empties. Until next time, I will bid you adieu. Take care. Catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.